What's up if it's our first time seeing each other? My name is John, and I'm an alcoholic. But apparently, I'm not a real alcoholic or something. This video is about, I think I'm going to title it, I lied about my alcoholism. I don't know. Clickbait, internet. But there's a reason I'm titling it that, and it's not clickbait in the sense that I'm going to not deliver on the promise in any way. Because I do think that people, myself included, when I was trying to quit drinking, I really struggled with, do I have a problem? Because when I compare myself and my drinking to other people, it doesn't seem as bad. I know I drink more than some people, but I like to have a good time. I don't understand why people want to have one or two drinks. I've had enough of the good time now. I never got that. And on the contrary, I also had friends because I like to have a good time. And I've always either been a musician or been an artist of some kind, stand-up comedy. And there are some real pieces of trash. No, there's some real addicts in that world that they don't try to hide it because I feel like the communities are so accepting. Comics don't really care if you're an alcoholic as long as you show up and you're on time and you're funny and you're not messing up your set. Same with musicians. Be an alcoholic. Dude, especially if you're the singer in the band and you're writing the songs. Like Anthony Kiedis got kicked out of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but that's a big deal because it's hard to do. It's hard to get kicked out of a band for being an alcoholic. You really have to F things up. So you can be out in the open about drug use. But nonetheless, I had a lot of friends where I would say to myself, as long as I'm not like Adam or Sarah, I'm not really an alcoholic. They're a real alcoholic. And oh boy, what's the saying? When you point one finger at somebody, you got three pointing back at you. Get it? So I got a comment on this old YouTube channel here where I've dipped and dabbled into the world of being like a sobriety influencer. Full disclosure, I've thought several times, I want to have an internet business. Maybe I want to have an internet community. And I'll test the waters by making content. But really what I'm trying to figure out on the internet, and this is just like a side ramble or whatever, but I like exploring topics and sharing ideas. I don't think I can just talk about one thing all the time, especially sobriety, because it kind of makes me sad. But anyway, on this YouTube channel, I've made several videos sharing what I've learned about how alcohol affects the brain. And I've toyed around with the idea of production and presenting it and how do I present this information. I've also done videos like this where I sit down and talk. In one of these videos where I researched a topic called PAWS, which is an acronym for post-acute withdrawal syndrome. It's a thing that happens when you quit drinking. If you're a problematic drinker, there's pink clouding phase where when you first quit drinking, you're so elated and full of joy at your newfound sobriety. And then there's a crash after that because it's no longer exciting to have quit drinking. You're just kind of settling into your new boring life. You still have this irregularity in your brain where you still don't have enough dopamine because you're ingesting a hyperdopaminergic, something with an abnormal amount of dopamine, like alcohol. You've been ingesting it on a regular basis. So you don't really have the ability to process, you need a lot of dopamine to be happy like a normal person. And you're just kind of sad. So you go through the pink clouding phase where you're super excited and elated, and then you crash. A lot of people relapse here. But if you can fight through pink clouding, there's another phase called post-acute withdrawal syndrome, and that shit can last up to 2 years. So I made a video about it because I thought it was helpful. And this person on the internet commented and said, would rather hear it from real alcoholic who's been through real hell. Sorry, but you way too stoked for someone who's been through alcoholism. And I just wanted to say one thing to that commenter from the bottom of my heart. Suck it. Suck a fat one. Unless you'd like to do that, then I don't know. Eat a bag of peanuts. And I hope you have a peanut allergy. I'm just joking. That's mean. I don't mean that. In all honesty, I imagine that commenter is either a Russian bot or they are experiencing a lot of pain. And that's why they wanted to punch me in my stupid, happy, information delivering face on this YouTube video. But I've had people say mean things to me online, and sometimes it strikes a nerve, but usually not. And the times where it's struck a nerve, it's usually because there's some sort of truth in it, whether they're the people on the internet, maybe it's a 12-year-old pointing out some person, maybe it was one of my kids. Actually, they're funny and they know about my YouTube channel. Maybe one of my kids is trolling me, but nonetheless, like, trolls on the internet sometimes are very good at pointing out things in you, like a tick or something that is like you're obviously insecure about. And I'm not insecure about being a real alcoholic, but maybe I am. Maybe that person was picking up on me being unsure of myself, because honestly, I've spent a long time trying to quit drinking, wondering if I have a problem or not. And after being sober for more than 2 years now, I've come to the conclusion that the most simple way to decide whether or not you should quit drinking or if you have a problem, it's if you want to quit drinking and you can't, and you keep going back to it, you probably have a problem. And it's just that. And you probably can't moderate, and you should probably get some help. For me, I've not gone to AA meetings. I quit drinking January 21st of 2021 as an experiment for a year. The year ended. I re-upped for another year. Then that year ended. So 2 years sober. And now I'm in this third year of doing sober experiments. It works for me. I'm probably honestly afraid to say that I'm done drinking forever. But in that time, instead of going to AA meetings, I've just been learning about how alcohol affects my brain. I don't vibe with this whole like higher power thing. Like, metaphorically, I get it. Alcohol is a substance. It has power. It has a power over me. My brain chemistry, the neural pathways I've created from overconsumption of alcohol, and probably before alcohol consumption, it was like living in a maladaptive, like emotional environment where people just exploded with anger. And I never learned delayed gratification. So this part of my brain communicating this part of my brain isn't as effective as other people, and people that grow up in insane environments, they're at a higher chance of developing addiction because they don't have the ability to regulate and to take a beat and to take a second and to regulate their emotions. They're just like insane people. They can't delay gratification, like I was saying a second ago. So nonetheless, that's where I'm at now. And it doesn't matter how real an alcoholic I am. It doesn't matter how bad of an alcoholic you are, or how bad someone else is compared to you. If you want to quit drinking, and you can't quit drinking, explore that. Try it. Figure it out. And if you relapse, try again, because it's honestly the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm still a work in progress, and apparently I'm not a real alcoholic. So, hey, my name's John, and I'm a poser alcoholic, and it's been good seeing you. It's been good talking to this lens here for the 7th take to try to like say what I want to say, because these are raw emotions. I'm going to post a video again here sometime, I guess, maybe just when I feel like it. My partner and I are researching and doing a podcast right now. It's called The Deeper the Better. And yes, it's a sexual innuendo, but we're doing deep dives on topics we find interesting. Serial killers, occult things. Right now I've been researching sex toys, and I've been reading a lot about the rubber boom in Brazil and how there was so much rubber in France that it started this like economy of the first like rubber sex dolls, and then it made a bunch of other countries very angry. And yeah, I don't know. Well, why was I saying that? Oh, because I don't know if I'm going to post those long form videos here and then like have this page be like me talking and doing videos, and then there's like other videos where it's like clear from the branding that this is an episode of The Deeper the Better. But I'm enjoying that, and life's too short or something. This video is too long at this point. I love your face. Don't lie about your addictions like I was or something. Bye.